Dominaria Remastered. How are the prices developing here 1 week after release? Actually, the answer depends on where you live.
We want to just introduce you to the way that we buy Magic cards in the US and in the EU, because it is actually a bit different.
On the card market, buying sealed boxes, the prices there are really steady. They come at a certain price when they release, and that price is usually what you're going to buy later on also, no matter what kind of demand or supply there is actually available. Card boxes and card prices are really stable, but card prices, when you buy singles, there's a lot of volatility, because the more product gets opened, the more price will seem to drop on card market. It's a whole different ball game, because you can't speculate on sealed boxes the same way you can in the United States, because sealed boxes are going to remain stable and it's going to remain the same price. If you want to speculate on sealed boxes in the EU, you have to keep those boxes for a lot of years. Maybe that game is about to change with all these Amazon dumps, because that makes buying boxes in the EU, because we buy at the high price, that makes it really risky for European investors to buy sealed stuff.
Again, it's a whole separate video, but the price works in very different ways, especially since we in Denmark and a lot of other European countries don't have access to the same Amazon dumps or Amazon prices. So our average cost will just be a lot higher than most US. But on the other hand, our box prices don't tend to skyrocket if the product is popular, whereas you will see on TCG Player that the price on boxes can go up a lot. That doesn't really happen. So overall, you can say very stable prices in the EU on card market, and a lot of very volatile pricing on both boxes and singles on TCG Player in the US.
What did you actually end up doing when Dominaria Remastered actually released? Did you buy singles, or did you buy sealed product to keep for later?
Let us know down in the comment section, and we always reply within 24 hours, so we would love to hear from you.
And not only are the prices different, the most popular cards in the United States and in Europe are also different, because on card market, the most selling cards for this week has been Mystical Tutor, Mystic Remora, Nature's Law and Counterspell. Whereas the most popular selling cards on TCG Players in the United States was Enlightened Tutor, Mystical Tutor, Mystic Remora and Gamble.
So Force of Will was definitely a card that a lot of people wanted to pull from their Dominaria Remastered boxes. And it also gives us a really good example as to how the prices work on both TCG Player and card market. So let's start here. Let's have a look at TCG Player. On TCG Player on pre-release, you could get it for $150. And right now, the lowest price we've seen it at is about $79 on TCG Player, and since then it's gone up a bit. So right now it's stable and has been for a couple of days at around $75, but still from the pre-release to the price right now, it has almost taken a 50% price decrease. So that is a lot, and it's happening way faster than we're usually seeing it, because right now we're only 1 week post-release. It was released not this Friday but last Friday, and the prices are already down a lot, almost 50% for what is supposed to be the most expensive card. And this is, I have to point out, in the borderless version. So it is also the most expensive version of the card, and the prices are down a lot already. So dropping way faster than any of us had anticipated. Let's have a look at card market. There is a similar trend, but it is not quite as volatile as we already discussed. And if you want to know what we ended up buying for Dominaria Remastered, watch out later in the video where we discuss it. So let's have a look at card market. Here you see that the top price in pre-sales around the 11th of January was €92.99. And the bottom price we've seen so far was actually today on the 22nd of January, where the price was all the way down to €64.80 you could buy it for. So on card market, we do see a large price decrease, not as volatile as we've seen it on TCG Player, where around 30% off the original price is what we have right now on card market. And right now the product is being mass opened because it is a great product to open. So we will see where the prices land 30 days from now. So if you're getting any value out of this video and you want to know more about how the price will develop, consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button. But let's talk a bit more about box prices.
For TCG Player, draft boxes are down 7% and collector boxes are down almost 9%. To be precise, 8.72%. So right now prices are looking like they are stabilizing, but we've heard that there might be a second restock coming in, and if that happens, prices might dwindle down even further because the supply is going to be higher than the demand. In contrast to TCG player, it looks like that the card market and therefore the European prices are really stable on the boxes. As you can see here, there's almost no swings and it's very close to the same price as on the release date. And as we mentioned, that's also one of these things that you have to consider as a European Magic card buyer, that you cannot get boxes at a high price or at a low price. You're going to get it at the price. Hashtag not financial advice. There are a lot of hard choices to be made if you want to buy Dominaria Remastered. One of them is, are you actually going to support Wizards after their behavior? Because that behavior has been absolutely despicable, and it has also ventured into their other market with Dungeons and Dragons. So right now, Wizards of the Coast is not the most popular of companies. You have to keep in mind, are you going to buy, sealed boxes, or are you going to buy singles? So what did we do?
Well, first of all, I have to say I think they're making a huge mistake, because a lot of us both play D&D and Magic, so they sort of, screwed us over twice. Not a happy customer here. We actually ended up buying singles for the most part. We ended up buying a couple of tutors. You wanted a worldly tutor and you wanted a mystical tutor. I really wanted a crawl space also, and Passionate Months. So mine were not the expensive ones, but I think Passionate Months will be beautiful in my EDH Goblin deck. So I had to have that one, and Crawl Space is just a really cool card. It's a card I've actually been looking for a while, but before this current reprint, I thought it was a little bit on the expensive side, but I'm really happy it got a reprint because I think it will be great in a lot of different decks. We did also buy ourselves a collector. And I think it's a difficult decision right now. I think it's a decision everybody has to, discuss and weigh the pros and cons with themselves, because I really don't want to support Wizards right now. But on the other hand, I think the R&D team, I think a lot of the other people who are not at the top floor of the Ivory Tower are making a lot of great decisions. Unfortunately, the board of directors are not doing so great right now. But I do want to play the product. I do want to support my LGS. So I think it's difficult, but we will probably just get this one collector box. I think I'm trying to persuade Jens to just keep it in the closet, and you're more thinking that we might want to crack it.
Yeah, but I think we are going to keep it sealed. This is a great product, and no matter how Wizards of the Coast are behaving, that is a fact. This is a great product, and it's a great release, and it's one of the best releases in the recent time. This set is going to be a great opportunity for many of the Magic players. You're going to be able to restock some of those really nice and needed cards, especially for Commander. And if you're going to keep this product sealed, I think it's a surefire way to get some kind of profit. Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe. It means a lot to us.
If you're interested in just one more video, check this one out about the current situation with Dominaria Remastered.